mind.
Yeah, that's what the D does. It's a D power.
It's the D power.
Okay, so it's Fester's Quest power ups
Yes.
in action.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And F is flight. If you jump and hold down the jump button, you actually like float there and fly.
Okay, yeah, that was something that did feel kind of missing, is being able to turn into a jet or something, because I do remember that being pretty intrinsic to the 80s Transformers experience.
Yeah, it's there. It's just not readily apparent that it's there, but it's there. Well, congratulations. By the way, I know that you have been pretty busy with the schedule for RPG Limit Break, but that should be done at this point, right?
Yep, we pushed it out last weekend, and I just made some updates to it too, based on people telling me that they couldn't make their original time slot. So
Sweet.
definitely starting to calm down in that regard.
Yeah, everybody should check that out. We've got it coming up in May.
Yeah, there may even be a Kuso and Wacky Games block Wednesday night of Limit Break too.
I mean, possibly. We've got Super Highlight there.
Yeah,
I'm.
yeah, and a game that's known in Japan as Donsatsu no Kusogr4nde.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, anything else you want to say before you take off, Plexel?
More than meets the eye. or
love
less
it.
than meets the eye, depending on your perspective.
Well, for this one, it's hard to say. Well, we'll go ahead and let you take off. Thank you again, Kusogr4nde Wizard, and all the players, and take care.
All right, later.
Bye.
Bye. By the way, everybody, speaking about RPG Limit Break, we do have Super Highlight that's going to be played there, and what better segue to the next match than saying that our player of Super Highlight for RPG Limit Break, good old Mike Uyama, is choosing the next game today. Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Oh, good to have you here. Oh boy, do we have Super Highlight?
Wait, an RPG Limit Break?
No,
but
for
not
today.
For this round.
Oh, not for this round.
Sorry.
I'm sad. Yeah,
Unfortunately, Super Highlight would be a little too tough to track the progress. There's a lot of places you can wander around. Even though it's a linear game, it's hard to figure out where to go. But I am continuing my tradition of cartoon games for round one.
Oh, we thought your tradition was Genesis.
Well, in fact, this game is not a Genesis game, although there is a little bit of electro fartiness in this game, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and it is based off of a cartoon. It's not Genesis, it's DOS, I would say.
Although technically, this game is based on the comic.
Oh, are you serious?
Of the cartoon. Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Well, it's still a cartoon, so it counts.
Yeah, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Manhattan Missions. You know.
This is a DOS exclusive game, which tells you it's a real good game.
A DOS exclusive? That's not really good sounding.
While
okay.
there is a port of the arcade game, or as most people know it, the second game for the NES, this game is its own unique game. It's published by Konami, but the developer is Distinctive Software, known for such titles as NFL 94, Playmaker Football, Pipe Dream, Super Contra for the DOS, and Simpsons Bart's House of Weirdness.
Oh, I know that one. That
Hey,
is Bart House. They
You
made Bart
made
House?
Bart House!
Oh, no.
So that's how good this game is.
Well, everybody get ready
So
for
I haven't
some
played Bart
House.
House, but the jumping's kind of similar.
Oh, well, that's great. Thank you. Let's go ahead and hear some of these beautiful tunes here. Enchantress of Numbers. Thank you for the audio.
And the title screen and intro is pretty great, too. So hopefully players will be able to catch some of that.
They can see a little bit of that, yeah. Okay, I dig the music so far. This is better than Bart House's music.
Yeah.
Those sound effects, why do I know them? They sounded just like Sword of Sedan. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah! All I need are the buzzing flies. And then the music.
There's a question, by the way, for you in Discord.
Sure.
Sweet. Okay, by the way, we have these 4 players. Mango Panda, that's Justin, that's my husband. I banished him to the other room, so he couldn't hear what I was talking about.
I'm sure you'll be able to hear him at some point, because he was struggling just to set up the controls for this game, which are really special, and I'll link them as soon as the match starts.
Oh no. Enchantress of Numbers is here as well. Cypherin and NPC Lives. These are your 4 players for today. NPC, by the way, has won Kusogr4nde before.
By the way, I will say that your husband is giving himself a slight disadvantage, because the moment you start the game, the timer starts ticking down.
Oh
and
no.
You do have a limited amount of time. Oh, and that's the high score. That's just the amount of time you have left at the end of the game. Because they're using my DOSBox configuration.
How much time do you have?
They have 48 hours to beat this game. However, if you get hurt, you have to rest. I did not tell them this, but if you get hurt, you have to rest, and you rest in terms of hours. So beating the game is not that hard unless your turtles get beat up a lot. But they'll probably get beat up a lot.
Awesome.
I did say they can save and load as much as they want to. I did forget to actually delete my save, which is actually at the end game, but hopefully they'll just save over it, and that won't be an issue.
Okay, I am doing the countdown in Discord. Wish them the best of luck. Send your best vibes. Oh no, there are dropped inputs in the menu. Uh-oh. And as soon
yeah, the menu does drop inputs a bit.
That's great. As soon as the game starts, I will start our timer. As soon as I see movement in a stage, I will start our timer, that is.
Okay, I did tell them that they just pick a stage, that they just go into the stage. Like, they don't pick stages. This is just to make progress easier to track. You can technically pick whatever stage you want. And it looks like Justin is the first one to get into a stage, maybe? Takes a little while to load. There we go. So Justin is in. So this game has a combat mode and like an other mode of interaction. And if you don't get into combat mode when you're fighting enemies, you will take a ton of damage, as Enchantress of Numbers and NPC just learned. NPC is already dead. They have Casey Jones mode on, which is good, which means Casey Jones will rescue the injured turtle, take them out of the stage, and then you can continue with the stage. I think if Casey Jones is off, I'm not 100% sure about this because I didn't try it, you will just die, and then you'll have to restart the stage as another turtle.
How do you turn around? Okay, there we go.
It takes about a second to turn around.
Wow.
Arborelia, this is actually Sound Blaster music. I set the settings to Sound Blaster. Or it's supposed to be in Sound Blaster, at least, in theory.
I like this music.
I love the jumping sound effect, by the way. So they're trying to figure out how to get in the door, which is actually not trivial. I told them how to switch from flight mode to the other mode, and I gave them the controls, which I should link in chat.
Okay, yeah, I need to take a look. So Enchantress of Numbers might occasionally pull controls up in front of the stream. That's fine.
Yeah, they're not intuitive at all. Enchantress of Numbers just quit the stage. So, and so did Cypherins. So did your husband.
Wait, they all quit?
Yeah, they all quit. If you walk to the left, you will quit most stages. Yeah, the controls are totally butts, by the way. So the way it works is that you switch between fight mode and like exploration mode, and in fight mode you hold down the attack button and then you hit directions to do attack. So there's like an up attack, a down attack, a forward attack, and like an up forward attack and a down forward attack.
Gotcha. Wait, so you can rest as well?
Yes, resting is a good idea after stages, just so your turtles can recover a bit of health. It is absolutely essential for making progress in the game, but resting does wear down the timer.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. You can rest for a certain amount of time.
So far, Kusogr4nde has made the most progress because he actually figured out how to get into doors, and so did Enchantress of Numbers. To get into doors, you have to be out of fighting mode, and then go up to the door, hold the attack button, and hit up.
Okay, so I'm looking. In order to throw shurikens, you have to hold button 1 and push a direction. That's not too bad.
Shurikens are really powerful, and you want to use them sparingly, because there's only so many in the game. And Kusogr4nde is actually using the turtle who might be in the best in the game, Leonardo. Usually Leonardo's kind of average or pretty bad in Turtles games, but in this game he's actually really good because he actually has the longest range attack in the game. It's not Donatello who has the longest range attack, it's Leonardo.
Strange, but okay. Okay, it looks like Justin is experimenting, throwing some shurikens. Enchantress of Numbers is into the park. It looks like most people are making some sort of progress. How do you go in the door?
As I told you before, you have to get out of fight mode, and then you hold button 1 or the attack button, and then you hit up. I did not tell them this because I had to figure it out myself, and it took me maybe 30 seconds to a minute to figure out. I only told them about switching between fight and the other mode because I didn't want them to get hung up on that. I wanted them to be able to fight.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell them anything else because I didn't have anything. I mean, that strategy wiki didn't tell me anything, and I tried finding the manual. I even consulted other game masters about it. They could not find a manual.
I love it. Okay.
So Enchantress of Numbers and Kusogr4nde have basically made the same progress, except Kusogr4nde has not died yet, which is actually pretty important, and he hasn't lost much health. He is very low in strength and speed, so he's barely poking these dinosaurs, but I don't know if that makes much of a difference. I think Enchantress of Numbers technically game overed out of the stage, and so has to rest her turtles. Yeah. Alright, and Kusogr4nde's on the first boss. Not a difficult boss, but if he gets hit, yeah.
So,
oh no, he's fine if he gets hit, because he's in fight mode. If you're not in fight mode, you take a ton of damage. If you're in fight mode, you take almost no damage. It's also worth noting that according to the back of this game's box, and this is true, although it seems entirely inconsistent, link for everyone.
There we go. Justin has made it into the
character
next...
attributes increase, and Kusogr4nde beat the boss, so he is in first. He also doesn't really need to rest because none of his turtles are very injured. He's definitely picking up on this game quickly. I do know that Kusogr4nde is a Ninja Turtles fan. I thought he would appreciate this game, which is the other reason why I gave it out. I gave this game out because I wanted to give something a little special for NPC, who's known for being one of our stronger players. He got second in Kusogr4nde, and he got pretty far in the bracket in the third Kusogr4nde, and Kusogr4nde just learned the consequences of not being in fight mode while fighting enemies. To be fair, those cats mauled him in about 2 seconds, so he didn't have much of a chance to react.
Yeah, now NPC actually took first in Kusogr4nde.
Oh, sorry, first
second.
in Kuso.
I remember because it took me a year to mail out the trophy for that one.
Alright, and Kusogr4nde is now using Raphael, who is actually quite good. He's using the short range attack, which is good for hitting enemies very close to you. But Raphael also has a down stab that also actually has a lot of range. None of the turtles in this game seemed that bad to me. Just,
okay.
I would say if there was a best turtle, it's probably Leonardo. And Kusogr4nde's gonna have to figure out how to climb the ladders. They're very finicky in this game, but it's the same as going through doors. It's just very precise. And, yep, and he got it.
Good.
So a lot of this game is going into fight mode to fight the enemy, then going out of fight mode to like, you know, actually maneuver and climb and you know actually get through the stages.
Now, it looks like Mango Panda at the top left is starting to make some progress there.
Yes, and I think NPC beat the first stage.
Okay.
So, he is definitely in second now. Cypherin's figuring out the shurikens, which are really good, but unfortunately he whiffed a bunch.
So wait, who is it who comes and rescues you in this game?
Casey Jones.
Okay, because I was thinking it was like the guy from Friday the 13th or whatever his name is. You know, the murderer of some people, the savior of others.
Oh, Jason,
yeah, good old Jason.
Well,
yeah.
that's Casey Jones' thing. He has that hockey mask and he beats up people with a hockey stick.
Okay. Okay, this music is kind of a little offensively bad in ways.
Yeah, so is the sprite work, to be honest. It's not very good. Yeah, so the big thing about this game is that once you learn what you're doing, you actually don't need to fight that much. The only enemies you need to fight are the bosses. So once you realize that, you can actually skip a lot of enemies and go straight to the bosses. That's how I beat this game in roughly somewhere around an hour to an hour and a half. It's kind of hard for me to tell because I did it in like 3 separate sessions.
Gotcha. I think everybody's going to be moving on to stage 2 in just a little bit.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep, so everyone's making steady progress. Cypherin figured out the options menu, which isn't really going to help him. Cypherin's actually backtracking now. He probably thinks that this is somewhere you need to go, but actually he's backtracking. You don't need to be in the top of this stage at all. NPC is going in the correct direction. Hopefully, Enchantress of Numbers will save. It is worth noting that Enchantress of Numbers has rested a lot, and that really burns through your timer. Enchantress of Numbers has not saved, so... And I don't know what Mango Panda's doing.
Let me see. It's possible that they're just checking a little bit of the information that you gave out. Not 100% sure.
And NPC is on the second boss. He is definitely taken first. The only thing is that his Leonardo is about to die. And
there goes Leonardo.
And the YMCA furry just beat him down with his chain.
Well, that's how life goes, you know?
Oh no, NPC doesn't know about the down attack with Raph, so he has to get in close, but he's fine. And he beats stage 2. I did tell players they can save and load. I think so far NPC is the
just
only
a second.
one to have done it.
I heard knocking sounds. Oh.
So Cypherin is also making some fairly good progress and is almost on the second boss. NPC is on the Arsonists, which has a bit of a trick to it. The entrance where you're supposed to go in to beat the stage is not terribly obvious. It's a lit up window. Yeah, resting for 4 hours is good.
Okay, so I'm back, and I didn't give any help, but apparently he was very confused that a button that you don't use in the game, Enter, is what's used to get through the dialogue there.
Oh, yeah, that I didn't know, because I use the right keyboard configuration, which does use Enter.
Well,
I didn't check and see if Cypherin saved. Hopefully he did, although he's been making good progress and hasn't really had to rest his turtles very much. Oh, he's not even on the third stage yet, so we'll see if he rests his turtles and saves his progress. Oh. But Cypherin is definitely in second. NPC struggling a bit with the third stage. I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like one of his turtles died. Looks like Cyphern's just going straight into the third stage.
Justin spent 8 hours resting his turtles.
I did pin the message that with the 3 things. You go in the city map and you just pick the stage. You know, no stage selecting or anything. You can save and load all you want, and you can't use Control S because even though the strategy wiki says that disables and enables sound, it actually gives you extra shurikens.
Oh wait, it does?
Yeah, exactly. And shurikens are super good in this game. In fact, if you get to the final boss with about 6 shurikens, you can just kill him instantly.
I love it. That's beautiful. So, are there any collectible shurikens?
Yes. If you look at Enchantress of Numbers screen, you see that item on the bottom right. That is a collectible shuriken.
Gotcha.
Listar, I have no idea if there's a run for this yet.
Okay, Enchantress trying to kill the the beautiful creature there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why you're fighting mutant animals, but you are.
Well, I mean, simply put, if stuff got into the sewer, you're probably not the only one who was affected. Oh, I'm glad that even after you throw the shurikens, you can go pick them up.
Yeah, if you throw the shurikens at a wall, you can still pick them up.
Okay, Justin trying to figure out how to climb a ladder. It looks like Enchantress of Numbers is going to be climbing down in a little bit. Oh!
NPC is currently trying to figure out this stage, which is fair because this stage is really sneaky with its where you need to go. He figured out that you need to jump down there. Now, will he figure out the window? That's the question. You see that lit up window? That's where he needs to enter.
Gotcha.
It took me a while to figure that out. It took me at least like a good couple of minutes to figure that out. But I know NPC is a really good player, so he might figure it out right away.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he's trying to get in there, but he was in fight mode. There we go.
Yeah. There we go. He's fighting the arsonist.
Arson, I hate that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this game is very butts Polk Kitsune. This is so there's not too many places that'll wall the players in terms of being unintuitive aside from the entire game itself. But this is the one stage where players can get walled if they don't realize that that lit up window is an entrance you can go into.
Yeah. Oh, Enchantress of Numbers going down.
Cyphern is having a bit of trouble figuring out this ladder. It's just really picky, the positioning.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he knows he needs to climb up it. He knows how to climb up ladders. He's just having a hard time. He's a little past it is the problem. The problem is he's walking a little past the ladder and he doesn't realize it. If he just turned around a little bit and then immediately climbed up the ladder. Yeah, he's in the right position now. If he needs to hold, enter. Nope. No. Yeah. Just come on, ladder boss. I know you can do it, Cyphern. No, you don't jump up. You've climbed ladders before, Cyphern. I know you can do it.
I mean, while that's true, it's... Oh, there goes Cyphern.
He did it! He beat the ladder boss!
Yay, ladder boss! NPC is on the 4th stage. Both Mango Panda and Enchantress of Numbers on stage 2, Cyphern on stage 3. That's what it's looking like right now. Though Enchantress of Numbers may have just finished the stage. Very nice.
She has, so she is definitely in 3rd. She has a chance to catch up to Cyphern if Cyphern can't figure out this stage quickly enough. Cyphern defeating that ladder boss much more quickly than the first one in stage 3.
How's this game this bad? Like, just even using the ladder is difficult.
Yes, it is. Oh, and by the way, Brosentia, there's actual platforming in this game later on. and like any good game, you die that turtle dies instantly if you miss the jump.
Well, like any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, you know?
Exactly. Because obviously everyone knows turtles can't swim, right?
Not at all. Except that they literally live part of their life in water. But whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Technicalities. Oh, and there goes Enchantress of Numbers. Insta-death
that
right
is
there.
a bottomless pit. It looks like you can make that jump, but that actually just walls you off. Okay, so Cypher had the right idea. You need to jump down to that rooftop area. Hopefully it doesn't go to the left, because he'll just be liable to just fall down to his death if he just jumps to the left there.
Ooh. Justin just defending against the boss, trying to get an opening. Didn't happen.
And Cypher dies, and that was apparently his last turtle, so he's gonna have to rest his turtles. And he didn't save his game, so he's gonna have to Also, you can rest the turtles for multiple hours. I didn't really tell the players that, but I figured it was kind of obvious when they told you. And it would be wise for him to save. Like, he should probably save.
Oh, Justin is on to the last turtle, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
He should be
and
okay.
There we go. Good.
He made it. Enchantress of Numbers just has to figure out the rooftop, and NPC using the shurikens to take out Bebop, which is the smart play, because if you have shurikens, you will kill any boss super fast.
Oh, good.
What else? Cypher accidentally used the coat. Maybe a coat, it looks like, so he just burned through some shurikens. And he died.
No. Death happens in this game, though. Okay, it looks like Mango Panda has managed to rest up. All of his turtles are at essentially full health, but that's a lot of time that was lost. Not as much as Enchantress of Numbers, though.
One thing they didn't tell them is that you game over if you run out of time. Like, you just straight up game over.
You can load, though, right?
Yeah, if they saved.
Yeah.
And so far, the only person who I've seen save is NPC.
I'm not sure if others have saved.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. I know Cypher definitely has not saved. That's the one person who I know hasn't saved. But he's not on a time crunch. He has plenty of time.
Okay. Oh, that was a good jump. Kusogr4nde and Mango Panda are on the same screen, but Kusogr4nde has made a little bit more progress before.
Yeah, and Enchantress of Numbers is taking second, has made it to the boss, has figured it out.
Nice. Interesting. So, how do you gain stats in this game?
I have no clue. You just play as the turtle and they gain stats.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me describe the back cover to you. It's survival in the city for the Fab Four in an exclusive new turtle action adventure.
Oh.
Here, you can go to Moby Games if you want to look at it. Shredder wants to rule Manhattan, so he's saturated the neighborhoods with his henchmen. The heroes in Half Shell must out ninja Shredder and his thugs before time's up in Times Square.
Uh-oh.
Put your best moves to the test against Bebop, Rocksteady, Triceratons, Mousers, Foot Soldiers, gangs, and assorted villains in 15 challenging missions.
Oh, 15 missions. It's too many.
For the first time ever, two turtles can join forces to take on the enemy-packed streets as a team. Choose Leonardo, Raphael, or Donatello to shout out each turtle's unique ninja talents. Time is not on your side. You've got to beat the clock as you round up clues and battle it out with real-time fight sequences. Each turtle possesses distinct character attributes which include strength, speed, and energy. Combat, training sessions, pizza, and sleep are needed to reach maximum turtle potential.
Ooh.
3/4 overhead and side perspectives give you a keen view of the mayhem in Manhattan and keep you posted on turtle status. You've also got a mapping system to plan your attack strategy and a save game option which lets you pick up later where you last shelled out shenanigans.
By the way,
and Cypher is on the
yes,
the third boss. He has figured it out. It's awesome. So NPC has the grappling hook now. To use a grappling hook, you press the other button, which you haven't really used at all in the game, and then while you're not in fight mode, and then you do this really weird, and then it looks like the laziest grappling hook throw ever. It comes out so slowly, but he needs to latch onto that hook, which he'll need to do by approaching it from the left.
Gotcha.
He did the move.
I would say that this game does have some pretty good ideas. It's not a good game.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of unique and it's kind of fun, even though it's butts. And it also kind of killed my hands because space and enter are the buttons, and I use the numpad to move around, so it didn't feel good. Okay, Cypherin's gonna rest a bit. He's definitely gonna want to save his game. Like, I'm a little bit worried about the players, because if they accidentally use the... Okay, Cypherin saved. He has saved his game. That is good.
Good. By the way, one of the main programmers for this, Eric Freytag, was also one of the developers for pretty much most of the Dead Rising games.
Yeah, I did notice that. Like, the other main programmer mostly worked on, like, some sports games, but Eric Freytag went on to, you know, help out with Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 3, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, even
because
if he gets...
if you look at Distinctive Software's catalog, it's distinctive for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, no.
Okay. So it's worth noting that even though Enchantress of Numbers is in second, if she runs out of time, Cypherin could easily overtake Enchantress of Numbers. And Cypherin learning that you can skip enemies. This is huge because it's going to mean he's going to make progress really fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Justin, by the way, is right at the end of this stage.
There's a chance for people to beat it, but they're going to have to rush through the stages like Cypherin is. And I don't think that's a high chance. There are a lot of stages in this game. Alright. Cypherin is going to want to fight anyone who's around a ladder, because it's really hard to climb ladders without getting hit. And he's realizing that. So the only problem is he's barely used Raft, so his Raft does not have a lot of health.
Yeah.
NPC is not close enough to the edge. This game kind of works on a tile system, so yeah, now he's close enough. Whoop. Gets over. And there. And then you use that valve to shut off the water. And then you can get to the boss.
Gotcha.
This is one of the few stages with a puzzle element in it, and I don't know why it's in there, but it's unique, I guess. Hooray! Yeah, so what Cypherin doesn't... Okay, Cypherin's realized that you can just jump past enemies even when in fight mode, which is useful. Trying to skip them when they're right next to you is really risky, because you take way more damage when you're not in fight mode. He fortunately has 2 turtles who are fairly healthy. Okay, and that's good that Enchantress of Numbers saved.
Yeah, and I know Mango Panda also saved as well, so... I think everybody's figured that out.
Yeah, so they can... So, what Cypherin can do if he dies is that he can just load up his save if he dies here. Enchantress in Numbers definitely in second on the same stage as NPC, but it's going to take her a little while to catch up because NPC is just making it to the end of the stage.
You know, the music in this is pretty chill. Fairly enjoyable. Okay, Cypherin is getting back into this pretty quickly as well. I'd like to say that it seems like most of the players are getting to the point where they can get through the enemies without taking too much damage. And also switching between fight mode and normal do other stuff mode. It's working out.
Yeah, it's really clunky, but once you get used to it, you're fine. And Kusogr4nde defeats Bebop, so he's in third, but he's not far behind Enchantress of Numbers. The only problem is he burns through a lot of health getting through that stage. NPC try and play it really carefully on the alligator. But getting his butt kicked. Fortunately, he has more turtles. Unfortunately, Leo's a bit low in health. And he doesn't start in fight mode, so he just gets whacked. He should be able to defeat this guy, but if he's not careful, Michelangelo will get whacked too. Okay, he beats the boss, but he's definitely gonna have to rest after this.
Leonardo.
And Enchantress of Numbers, learning the grappling hook.
I love it. Oh, the grappling hook. Yeah, Leonardo is way good in this.
I was amazed by how intelligent you seemed. Then one day, one of you actually said a word. Pizza! So turtles. It's such a good intro. I would recommend watching the intro to this game if you watch nothing else.
Okay.
And the reason why I know of this game is I remember reading a review of it in Hardcore Gaming, which had a review of like a bunch of Turtles games, and then I saw Macaw play it a bit, and I was reminded of this game for this Kusogr4nde tournament, actually.
Gotcha. Is there any way to switch between turtles mid-stage, or do you just have to...
Yes. You hit F1.
Ah.
I know at least one of the players has done it. It is explained in the strategy wiki link I gave, so...
And Justin has taken the boss down without getting knocked out. That's... I was thinking he was down, but nope, got through it. I'm just thinking out loud, I would probably use other turtles and not rest at all, but it looks like Justin's just going to use that full time, the 6 hours, to get a little... Oh, 6 more hours as well. Oh, I'm starting to worry a bit. This strategy might not pay off. Okay, Enchantress of Numbers is currently hanging out a little bit. It looks like Kusogr4nde is close to the grappling hook as well. Okay, so what it looks like is that Enchantress of Numbers may have ended up in a soft lock of sorts. We don't know exactly what happened. Oh my gosh, I hate these little robot dudes. They're the worst.
Apparently you reset your timer.
Oh no! No! Where was I?
I have no idea where your timer was because I wasn't paying attention to it.
Welcome to my life. Okay, I'm just gonna start at 30 minutes. We'll get exactly accurate later on. Yeah, Enchantress of Numbers is still in a little bit of a rough spot. Oh my gosh, I apologize, everybody. It's probably more like 31. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get the exact calculation later. If it comes really close, we can go ahead and take a closer look. I'm sorry, everybody, but here we go. Okay, Enchantress of Numbers appears to possibly be restarting the game. Oh, that's rough, but at the same time, getting through the early part of this stage shouldn't be too difficult.
No, she has learned what to do. And Kusogr4nde has not figured out picking up the rope. Mango Panda doesn't seem... Okay, has found the rope. So she's really not far behind.
Yeah, I think Enchantress of Numbers just needs to get in there. Yeah, there we go. Justin has the rope.
And
moving to the left.
She loaded the game. She should be good to go.
There are just so many enemies.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to her. I would be not opposed to giving her a bit of extra time for that soft lock.
If it comes down to it, yeah, Kate.
But I'll let Kate determine that. So right now, NPC's really kicking this game's butt, but everyone else is pretty close. Justin is definitely in second if he can figure out how to grappling hook.
Wow, that's a huge change. And there we go, grappling hook done. And back into the pit, but you know.
And Enchantress of Numbers is just about to catch up too.
This is pretty hilarious. Something happened. He clipped through the floor, back down. Enchantress of Numbers manages to move back up into second.
Sorry to interrupt you, but NPC is going to be on the first platforming section.
Oh, baby.
Let's see if he can do it. So these jumps are not too bad. The really bad jumps are here. Okay.
Wow, he got through.
Okay, but can he make it back? Those are the worst ones.
Why do you have to go get him?
Oh no! He goes too far and falls off! And if you die, you have to restart this stage.
But you still have the rope.
Correct. So he can actually just use... So he can... I guess he technically shortcutted there.
Death abuse, man.
He death abused. There you go.
Oh, I'm a little bit worried about how much Justin is resting.
Justin basically can't rest anymore.
He just saved.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah! Unfortunately, I think time management is gonna be not good.
Yeah. Enchantress of Numbers is a bit pressed for time, but not too badly. Kusogr4nde's trying to figure out the grappling hook. He's way too far away from the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. NPC is smartly fighting this enemy. You can get past it and just climb up the ladder, but it's very liable to hit you. And sometimes if you get hit while you're on a ladder, you just get stuck on the ladder. Because the game thinks you're in a standing state, and then you just, are stuck there. It's bad.
Okay, there we go. Justin using the grappling hook. Hey, it looks like Kusogr4nde and Mango Panda are essentially in the same place right now.
Yeah, they have the exact same amount of progress right now. Kusogr4nde needs to figure out that you can go down. Using the... I think, yeah, he just figured it out. So they're essentially neck and neck. The problem is Kusogr4nde has plenty of time, whereas Mango Panda has almost no time.
An hour.
Yeah. And he is definitely going to have to rest at some point, especially dying like that.
Okay, he put the wheel there. Do you have to turn it, or just put it there? Wait, you can collect it again? That's weird.
Collect what again?
The wheel after you push, or the valve.
I don't know, but it looks like both Mango Panda and Kusogr4nde kind of have the right idea. They're just not hitting the right button. You have to hit the not attack button.
I was pretty sure I saw both of them put it on though, and then take it off.
Yeah.
I might be delusional. I have no idea.
So NPC is in the club where they're giving drugs or whatever. This
The
machine
drug
gun
club.
guy is really rough. Because he just constantly fires at you and fires at you. Your best bet is just take him out with shurikens. Alright, Cypher made the progress. Now has to get past these slimes.
Yeah, I'm guessing Justin actually did the same thing. Put the wheel on and then took it off, and that's enough.
Yeah, no, you definitely need to put the wheel on. I don't remember if you have to turn it, but you definitely have to put it on.
Oh, what a game.
I know, right? I mean, it's by the creators of Bart House, and they didn't disappoint.
Oh, no. No disappointment at all. Yeah, I think if Justin
Cyphern's
just left.
Yeah, Cyphern's making pretty good work of this boss.
Good. Good, good. Oh, poor little alligator's dead. Okay, there we go. Justin is out and trying to figure out where to go.
NPC is in a room, I think? No, you can make progress after this room.
Of course the game clipped Justin through the floor. Why wouldn't it, you know? There we go. Uh-oh, watch out for the mutagens falling, even though you're already mutated.
NPC, collect the pizza! Oh, wow, barely gets past that enemy. Enchantress of Numbers wisely just getting past all those enemies. Doesn't want anything to do with that clubbing nonsense, and then...
Oh no, if you leave the room with the boss in it, the boss's health resets. That's not good.
Yep, it does.
Why? Why?
Yeah, so this is why the machine gunner really stinks. Because he just machine guns you to death like this. Oh, wow, I didn't know he could move out of the corner. Yeah, but basically you just want to constantly be close to him. So, even though NPC was making, like, really big progress compared to the other players, Enchantress of Numbers is catching up a bit.
Nice.
The only problem is she's kind of low on time. And she has to do the platforming. And NPC defeats the SMG guy.
There we go. Mango Panda just finished the alligator dude and is moving on, but unfortunately has slept too long. And they have no pizza!
Oh no, they're out of pizza! I've never seen that screen, it's so good! There's nothing sadder than a pizza-less turtle. Unfortunately, I think that cements Mango Panda in last. He just rested too much. He didn't need to rest 6 hours every time.
I think so,
You don't
yeah.
have to get up to full health for every mission. So this mission that NPC is on is really rough. This is one of the few missions where I didn't game over technically, but all of my turtles got injured and I had to, load the game back up.
Yeah. Kusogr4nde appears to have run into an issue right here.
I don't know what causes that issue. I never ran into that issue playing the game.
Ah, sad day. Yeah, I'm unsure what's causing all these soft locks, but unfortunately we're getting quite a few. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay.
I wouldn't have given this game out if I knew that the soft locks would happen like this. But it doesn't seem like it's deterring the player's progress too much.
Yeah, I'd agree there. Oh my gosh. Justin.
Oh, it's the jumps. It's the jumps. Okay. All she needs is the rope.
There we go.
Okay.
She's
nice.
got the rope.
She's got the rope, so it doesn't matter if she dies. Oh no! That's
no.
the jump that got me.
What a game. What a game.
Yeah, you actually have to go backwards a bit for that jump and then do it. But if she knows better, which I didn't, she knows she has the rope, so she can just, jump up there.
Yeah, she figured it out. Honestly, I think that as long as you manage to get pizza in the stages, you can manage to be fairly fine with your turtle. You know, heal
and
through
NPC
pizzas.
either soft lock or he's getting his butt kicked really bad.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. Either way, those guys kill you real fast, so it wasn't an issue. So here's the weird thing about loading. It doesn't. Yeah. So if all your turtles get injured, it seems to preserve that state, quote unquote. So sometimes you have to rest even if you load the game back up.
Cypher.
Oh man, the club guy, yeah.
Well,
If
the
you're
club
not
guy
in fight
just
mode,
sat there.
Enemies will kick your butt. And here's the thing about the stage that NPC isn't, even if you're in fight mode, these enemies can kick your butt. They outrange you. That's the worst part. The guys with the spears just straight up outrange you. So you have to pray you're lucky. And the scythe guys just hit for so many hits.
Yeah.
Don't do it, NPC. Don't do it. Okay. Smart play. Those shurikens look so tempting, and they give you like 5, I want to say, but it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
NPC is smartly skipping. Do not get that pizza. It's 3 enemies. I fell for that trap once. Okay. This is why NPC was in the bracket Kusogr4nde 3 and not me, because I fell for that trap. Pizza.
You fell for the pizza trap.
Corndam made it to stage 9 in Convoy. And NPC is trying to skip these enemies, which is not a smart play. If you have enemies by ladders, you should just fight them. Yeah, he's trying to skip them, and that really doesn't work out in your favor.
Yeah.
Alright, so interesting thing here.
Yes.
Is a stage behind, but there's still 16 minutes left, and Enchantress of Numbers is getting kind of dangerously low in time.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't manage her time well, there is a chance that Cypher could possibly overtake her. That is, if he doesn't get his butt kicked by the robots. And this stage is really kicking NPC's butt. Don't rest for 4 hours, NPC. Yeah, just rest for 1 hour.
At this point, resting for 4 hours wouldn't be a huge deal.
It still would be, because his turtles are mostly fine in health. The game doesn't really let you super save scum. You still have to rest a bit, even if you load back to your previous save point. Okay, Cypher4nde is being really careful about this. No!
Oh no!
He was overthinking that jump. If you just kind of make the jump, then you'll usually just make it. And Enchantress of Numbers beat up the SMG guy way faster than NPC did. Does she still have a stage to go through, or is she on... Nope, she's on the Chinatown stage. She can pass by NPC.
Oh, nice.
She can actually take first. Her time is a bit of a concern, but we're also pretty late into the match, so maybe it won't be as much of a concern as and Cypher4nde gets the rope. The problem is he has to make it all the way back, because he's on his last turtle. Which, I don't think he's going to make that final jump, because he's going to jump right at the edge. Oh! He made it!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, the clutch! Those jumps are so much harder than they look.
That is just fantastic. I love it.
I'm surprised that even though players know they can skip enemies, they're doing it while not in fight mode, because the only thing that fight mode doesn't let you do is climb ladders. Okay. NPC is fighting this enemy, which he actually doesn't have to do. I would actually recommend skipping this one, because it's actually really hard to hit this one.
Can you jump when you're in fight mode?
Yes, that's the thing. You can jump when you're in fight mode.
Okay.
You just can't do actions like use the grappling hook, climb ladders, and screen transitions.
Yeah.
Well, you can screen transition in horizontal screens, but I mean like vertical ones, like up and down.
Gotcha.
Oh no! And Enchantress of Numbers is falling for the trap pizza.
Not the trap pizza.
And NPC is on the boss, who is way easier than all the foot soldiers. Unlike the foot soldiers, you easily outrange this guy.
Man, the trap pizza looks so delicious, though.
Oh, and NPC has a super strong Leonardo.
Oh, nice.
And easily beats the boss. Alright. Oh no, Kusogr4nde died on the boss.
Oh, no. Yeah, Justin, unfortunately, hasn't realized that boss's health refills when you leave the screen.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Enchantress of Numbers is on her last turtle. Understandable, that's what happened my first time through here. It's a really rough stage. In fact, it might have happened more than once. This is that Chinatown stage is one of the hardest stages in the game.
Yeah, I believe it.
So NPC, oh no, he hasn't quite learned the up attack. The up attack has the longest range in the game. But the thing is, once you've used it turtle enough, they have like combo attacks. So if you just hold the directional key, they'll do like more than one attack. But the second attack always seems to whiff, so it's completely useless.
I think Justin just accidentally loaded instead of saving. I see him typing in Discord. I'm curious now. Menu lag. Yep.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Enchantress of Numbers is on the boss. So she can actually catch up to NPC pretty quickly.
Kusogr4nde is really struggling with this platforming.
Yeah, he has the rope, so he can just get up there.
Okay, good.
Get the pizza. Fortunately, Enchantress of Numbers is doing just fine against this boss, so she will make progress. The question is, can she catch up to NPC? It's possible. But she'd really have to hustle.
Yeah, we've got just under 11 minutes left. Not impossible. Lots of work to do, though.
And NPC is using the smart strat of avoiding the Triceratops, or I should say Triceratons, to respect the lore.
Oh. Whiton.
And this is the boss. You can only hit this boss as it's landing, and then it fires some bullets at you. I don't know how much time Enchantress of Numbers has left.
I don't know.
What's interesting to me is that I didn't use as much time resting as these racers did, but at the same time, I had more time to figure out the game, so that's probably what caused it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because, like, I was in a race situation. I was just figuring out this game for Kusogr4nde, and NPC beats the boss. It's honestly not a very hard boss.
Good.
NPC is making really good progress. He's definitely more than halfway through the game. However, there's a lot of stages, so he's definitely not going to beat the game.
I actually really like this music. Like, it's not something that's going to go on the greatest hits album anytime soon, but, you know, it's pretty good.
Okay, I think I know what NPC's trying to do. Is trying to lure that foot soldier over there so that he can just go up through the gate. Or just trying to hit the foot soldier in the corner. It looks like Kusogr4nde. Is this the boss before the... I think this is the boss... I think this is the area before where he was at. You are correct, Garby. And I don't think that's going to change too much, but, I mean... Enchantress of Numbers is actually making really fast progress through here, so... And she won't need to rest for the next stage, so there's actually a non-zero chance that she could catch up.
Okay.
It just depends on how quickly she can beat this boss and then progress through the next stage.
NPC's just trying to visit the ninjas, but they're not being very hospitable.
No, they are not.
I love it. Wait, Enchantress of Numbers getting through the boss. Oh, this opens up possibilities. I love it.
This is really close. I mean, don't rest. You will screw yourself if you rest at this point. Okay, that's good. NPC is on the boss, though, so she'd have to really hurry through this stage if she wanted a chance. Cadis is right. It's low, but it's always possible. You gotta be optimistic. I know, Kate, you're more of a grounded numbers type person, but, you know, sometimes we need to be optimistic. And Enchantress of Numbers just exited the stage.
Uh-oh. It happens.
Which is fair, because you expect you're supposed to go right.
It happens.
Polk Kitsune, they have about 4 or 5 more stages. And she goes left that time and exits the stage again. Unfortunately, I do think this is kind of cementing NPC's lead.
I think so, yeah.
Alright, but she is making really fast progress through the stage. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, that's the problem. She was in exploration mode the entire time, so she got beat up real fast.
It's a little rough. By the way, Justin is starting to catch up a little bit.
Yeah?
Taking out the boss there, but there's not much time left on the clock. There's no resting left.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough time is the issue. So NPC just needs to beat up the guy in the right. And he seems to have frozen all the AI somehow.
Oh, Justin rolled over and got game over. Which I love that it doesn't correctly do time at all when you sleep past.
Yep.
Oh, no room left on timer interrupt routine list.
Kusogr4nde is in the Chinatown stage.
Nice. Yeah, I think that Kusogr4nde is probably going to be stuck in third place at this point.
Did NPC just exit that room? Oh no, I think NPC incorrectly thinks that the boss is on the top. It's not, it's on the bottom.
Oh no.
Enchantress of Numbers making short work of this boss. You know, there's still a non-zero chance Enchantress of Numbers could catch up. It's all dependent on how much life she still has.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if she has a lot of health.
Ooh. No, it's okay. There are 10 minutes left.
There's 10 minutes left. Yeah, and there's less than 10 minutes left in the match. She can still do this, actually.
No! Don't sleep again!
Don't sleep again! You just get more!
No pizza!
Oh, that music's so sad.
So good.
Yeah, so... Load the game.
Rest
Okay.
for 1 hour. Okay,
Just
that's
rest
the way to
for
do it.
1 hour.
And then
one
go.
hour.
Yeah, I love it. You sleep too much and you don't get pizza.
So NPC has not hit the boss yet. There is however, there's still 5 minutes left, so he can still beat this stage. If Enchantress of Numbers makes a miracle run through and somehow doesn't die. Oh wow, she's not even going to fight mode. That's real risky. She's definitely gonna die in one hit. Yeah.
Wow, Kusogr4nde actually got the pizza in the pizza trap room. Oh no! Justin just walked off and died.
Oh no. Enchantress of Numbers, you can be in fight mode and still jump around.
Yeah, Justin is on the really difficult platforming section trying to get the rope. Jeez.
This is not looking good for Enchantress of Numbers. She only has Mike. Oh, there's a pizza! Get it! All right, get out of there!
She got the pizza!
Oh my god! No, she got hit! Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance! Why is there? No! Okay, NPC beat the boss. He's definitely in first.
Yeah, that pretty much decides that order right there. NPC first, Enchantress of Numbers second.
So close, though.
Kusogr4nde in third. I'm still gonna watch till the end. I have no idea what's gonna happen in the last couple minutes. Oh, we're about a minute behind when it comes to the timer because I made a dumb.
Yeah.
Hey. You know, this has been a pretty fun match. I think that one interesting thing about this game, and specifically the way that the players have been playing, is that they've had to think very differently, especially time. Time ended up being the nail in the coffin for Justin, and possibly Enchantress of Numbers as well.
Yeah, but fortunately, she still has a sizable lead over the other players, so I think she's cemented second place at least.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, she doesn't seem to realize that you can just do the same jumping when you're in fight mode. And that's really screwing her over.
No.
How did she not get hit there? The game's dodgy hitbox is working in her favor. And those chair guys kick your butt even when you have a weapon up. They're really hard to deal with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As you can see from NPC. Also, if you didn't notice, I really like the dumpsters outside because they just say, no, no, no!
No, no, no! Oh, Justin, into the pit! Those... Yeah, the platforming was a little bit rude there.
Yeah.
That's okay, less than a minute left. Enchantress of Numbers
has one last turtle. Let's see what she can do with it.
Oh, that boss. Well,
she made it to the boss, so I guess that's something.
Justin enjoying no pizza.
Oh no,
Sad
NPC,
day.
don't go for that pizza. It's so risky.
The Kit Kat Club.
Actually, seems to be doing just fine.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. I guess if you jump just right, you can avoid the bullets. Or, it seems like if you get right in the grill of the gun, you generally can avoid any of the shots there. Well, I'm going to call this as an hour, and that is it. We are done. What an amazing game, Mike. About an hour long.
Turned out to be a better match than I thought. I thought it would be pretty good, but definitely fast progress from the players, and you know, NPC, you know, as always, making really solid progress.
Oh yeah, and well, of course, it's NPC. But Enchantress of Numbers, you know, I was surprised that she was able to catch up that much. That makes me think that she may be a strong contender in future matches as well.
Pretty much, Professor Ness. I think it's supposed to be like a blow dart.
Hello, NPC. Welcome and congrats.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that was so much fun after you figure out how to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing. The game is butts, but once you get around the janky controls, it's kind of fun. Also, you're actually pretty close to the end of the game.
Oh, dang it. Why do you have to say that?
Yeah,
So
you're
you
like...
go beat it.
You're on, like, the third or fourth to last stage. That's what you just beat. Because there's 3 versions of every stage, like the Triceratons, environment, yada, yada, yada. And then you go to Shredder's stage.
Yeah, I wish I noticed it earlier, but I really didn't have to fight anybody. And I kind of realized that a bit too late.
To be honest, that's what happened to me my first playthrough. Like, I think I got up to about the dock stage. You know, the stage with the really bad platforming.
Yeah.
And then I realized I could start skipping enemies.
Yeah, once I did that, I only fought enemies near stairs because that was a sketchy moment.
Yeah.
I was almost tempted to do some training just to see if that would actually increase the power of any of the turtles.
I don't know. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't really know how the turtle growth system works. I just know if you use them, they get better stats.
Yeah, that's why Raphael and Michelangelo had crap for stats for most of the game anyway.
So what's really funny is that, and you weren't alone in this, Raphael's actually pretty good if you just use his down stab.
Yeah.
It has good range. But
Well, what I also noticed is that if you're like really close to an enemy, you could do an up attack and it would pretty much hit them guaranteed. So you could just basically, they wouldn't be able to hit you and you could just up attack them for days.
also, Leonardo actually has the best range in that game because of his up attack. It has super far range.
I saw that. I found it funny.
It's
that
ironic that he has the longest range and not Donatello.
Well, it's funny-
Donatello's up stab and down stab, the diagonal ones, have pretty good range.
Yeah, when I was doing the boss battle with the flying Triceratops, that upstab was very useful.
Oh, yeah. By
But
the
of
way,
course, Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was thinking that one of the things that probably saved you was time management, which is
Yeah, you
kind
had
of
good
funny.
time
but-
management.
Yeah, you had
Enchantress
really-
of Numbers was actually really close to you at one point. You were, because you got stuck in the ship stage for a very long time. You were actually got to the boss really fast, and then you didn't realize that the boss was on the bottom and not the top. So you went up to the top, and she tried to like beeline her way through the stage, but the problem is she never activated fight mode, so every enemy would one-shot her, and she had almost no time left, so she couldn't really rest her turtles either.
Well, that was the thing that really bugged the heck out of me, is that you can save, but if you load, it loads you with the same amount of time. So
I don't think it loads you with the same amount of time, but it does load up your injury state. It's like, it's kind of weird. It saves your progress, but like you can't really save scum it at all.
Yeah, it doesn't revert your time back to what it was. You are stuck with that amount of time.
I saw people load it back to the amount of time that they had, though, so I'm not 100% sure. There's something weird that puts you at a disadvantage when you load, though.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a bug. I think it's an actual like design decision that they made.
Thank you.
Well, judging by
Bart
everything
House.
in this game, I can understand.
Yeah, this was by the devs of Bart House, just so you know.
Oh, that means I need to run Bart House now.
Oh yeah, you definitely should. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the latest
totally.
craze. So thank you, NPC. Anything else you want to say before we take off?
Totally tubular. What is the other stuff that the turtles say?
Pizza.
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga!
Oh, I was just thinking pizza. I'm hungry.
Pizza time!
Pizza
In fact,
time.
I
Pizza time.
don't think you saw it, so I'll link it in the Discord. But there's a really good intro. Oh, you probably saw it in the intro, but it's the part where Splinter says that he was amazed by how intelligent this turtle seemed.
The first word is pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that
and,
it's
and of course, he spelled the designer spelled intelligent incorrectly.
well, it happens.
Doesn't shock me.
So, yeah, thank you again, NPC. Thank you, Mike, for choosing this. Just to let people know about an upcoming Kuso, we've got the GDQ hotfix tomorrow night. Okay, tomorrow night we are having 3 matches. 6 people will be playing. Be sure to head over to GDQ at 7 p.m. On Thursday, we have more matches on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. What was that, Mike?
Yeah, we have a bunch of good players playing, and me.
Oh yeah, you will be one of them.
As in not one of the good players.
You will be a player.
A
Mike,
player,
you'll do
exactly.
fine. You'll do fine. I've got faith in you. Is it Thursday yet? Wow. Wow, all
Wow.
you jerks in chat.
Okay. Russian Brosencha.
So these aren't tournament matches. It's its own separate invitational tournament. So it will still have some bearing, but not on the main Kusogr4nde tournament at all.
Yeah, it's more of exhibition matches, and you might see some games that are a little harder to judge, just because it's not as quote-unquote serious as a tournament, but are fun to watch just because we want to exhibit some games that we might not be able to put in the normal Kusogr4nde.
That, and we really want to expose a larger audience to some of these games. So
Yeah, so if you're a hardcore Kusogr4nde watcher, don't be surprised if there's the occasional repeat.
oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
it's going to be for a larger audience.
Well, I don't always choose repeats, but I choose repeats. I like them.
Yeah. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with repeats.
Yeah.
Just as
So,
long as it's not baby, it's kids.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't repeat Baby's Kids, please.
Somebody will try. Somebody.
I'm sure.
Okay, well, I want to go ahead and raid Macaw. Because he's currently playing some strange fighting games. This looks relatively fun, though. So let's go bother him. We could raid with Pizza Time, if everybody thought that was good.
That's pretty good.
Pizza Time, go!
Or you can use the exact quote, then, comma, one day, comma, one of you actually said a word, ... Pizza!
Pizza! Yeah, I think we're good.
Alright, Pizza Time's also good.
Alright, go ahead, head on over. And I will see you all later. Bye!